Well, I'm down in the mall trying to go for a long walk, but it's raining. Thank God I have an umbrella. So that will help. So I hope, I'm glad you're not here in the rain with me, but it's not so bad. I mean, it's a little bit warm. It's probably in the 60s, late 60s, late 60s. That's like years. Yeah, I remember the late 60s, but that's a temperature. Well, I don't know if you saw my video earlier that I did at home before I left on this little journey. And it really was about all kind of new programs that are coming out, and they are every day. There's new programs to get. These are government giveaways, as I call them. You want to call them grants, you want to call them anything you want. They really are government giveaways, and there's stuff you don't have to pay back. Or like I was telling you about loans. There are some loans, but man, they're at 2% interest. You're not going to get 2% interest from any bank out there, but you are when the government lends money. They're the best, lender to have, because actually they don't come and break your ankles or your kneecaps if you don't pay. I mean, you go to Wells Fargo or these people, man, they're going to send out the dogs, if you don't pay, and take your first child. But the government's a little more reasonable. I mean, this is a community thing, and that's why to me there's I guess maybe two arms of our country. One is capitalism, and that's companies and people making money, and that's good. Okay, now we have another arm, which is about a third of everything, and that's the government and nonprofit organizations. That's more humanistic. Capitalism, is sort of it's just anything that's legal is good, whether it's immoral or not. They don't care as long as it's legal. That's what I mean. And then people go to war like that. Well, it's because we need gas or something. But I don't know if it's legal or immoral. It may be legal. You make it legal because you're writing the laws. But is it moral? There has to be a bigger law somewhere. I don't know what that is. But that's sort of a good mental exercise, but not what I'm really about. I'm really about showing you what's real out there, what real programs are available, whether you like them or not, whether they're for one party or the other. They all make them. It doesn't matter who's in town. They're all making giving money to the people that vote for them, whether it's liberals that give money to people lower income, and whether it's Republicans that give money to higher income. They're all taking the money you give to the government and giving it to their voters. I mean, that's a simple way of doing it, and probably it's more complicated than that. But if you want to get an overall picture, I think that's as good as any. But again, I don't care about that. To me, it's people have financial problems out there, and there's programs, whether who the hell put them together, I don't really care. They're there to help you with a financial problem, because a financial problem in your life is going to cause you anxiety. It's going to cause you internal problems with your organs, and give you a heart attack or diabetes and all these things that anxiety builds up that has to go somewhere, and your body can't handle it, and so it rebels and does something weird that does not fit in and makes you sick. At least that's what I feel. Maybe you're better than I am or whatever, and I'm sure there are many people are. We're all just struggling in life, and that's another thing. I think there's very little in capitalism is empathy, and that's what your heart is. I mean, and this is maybe just an old man talking. So if I was 40, I'd be maybe more dog eat dog, and as long as it's legal, screw it. But now I see, boy, at least in my life now, it's growing my heart. I mean, I can't get any stronger. I can't get any faster. I can't do anything more except I could love harder. So that's why I think, working on my heart is the most important thing to do. And I think that's in having an open heart to people and trying to help others, because that's a selfish thing to do. The more I help somebody else, the nicer I feel, and the nicer my heart feels, and the better I feel as a person. So that's why I'm going to be here, man, trying to help people as much as I can until I die. And in 81, man, that's around the corner. So that's why you can't trust me. I'm too close to the end. And covered a lot of my problems, raising the kids and getting them, all that kind of stuff, and having a place to live. That's all past me, so I don't have to worry about that. That's what's nice about aging. You grow and have a different set of worries. Remember first grade? Well, then third grade was another set. Then high school was another set of worries. As you grow, you just have another set of worries. You worry about shit, but it's just different. And why not? Now, there are a couple of programs I want to make sure everybody knows. One is to help with the inflation that's out there, and that's killing people, particularly the bottom half of the country. I've tried to call some of the numbers from the 911. They don't help much. I'm doing something wrong. No, you just have to call more numbers. And actually, what I like better at 211, that's good that you're calling the numbers. You don't call 211. You know, that's bad. I mean, that's not bad, but that's not going to get you where you got to go. You got to call the people under the topic in 211. So if it's rent, you find all the organizations that are listed in 211 under rent, and you start calling them. You don't call 211 because they're just a traffic cop to point you maybe in the right direction. That's why I like findhelp.org better. Findhelp.org, and you don't have an overall number, but you put in what you want to find in your zip code, like if it's rent, and you'll find, like for Ireland, there's 270 organizations that help people with rent. 270. Your job, unfortunately, is to start calling as many of those people you can to find help from them or somebody they suggest that may be able to help you. See, these are people that help other people with their rental problems. So they know all the people, or most, they'll know more about any of the help that's out there than anybody else. So that's why I was 17, then loved to come out. Yeah, I used to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to do a commercial. Now I buy a cheap iPhone and do it for nothing. That's what I'm doing now. Read the Bible. It says that in the Bible, give Junior, says no respect, nothing back, you'll get a blessing. What? No respect. It says that in the Bible, give Junior, say no respect, nothing back, you'll get blessing. Don't know what that means. That's a little beyond me. But back to I know more about 211. Okay, so the new is that no hunters will ever mistake Matthew for a deer. Yeah, you know, somebody told me that, hey, if you get hit by a car out there, they're aiming at you. They got no excuse. The good news is no hunter. But it's true. You have to. It's a numbers game. It's like getting a job. You don't get a job by calling one office and asking if they are hiring, and they say no, and you go home because they're not hiring. No, your job is to keep getting creative on more ways to solve your problem, and that's why I like findhelp.org, because they have lots of options for you to keep going and keep doing, and that's what we do at Let's Go Help, is try to do that. By the way, we have the deadline for our grant tomorrow is tomorrow night at midnight. That's for our rent grant. Okay, we have $5,000 we're giving out to help people with rent. So apply by midnight tomorrow. If you miss that, no, it's the car repair grant. Sorry, I screwed up. That's the car repair grant for $5,000. And if you miss that, then on the 20th, we do a rent grant. So you have 2 more this month, and then we have the 30 laptop computers we give on the 30th of the month. So you go and fill out that application. And by the way, it seems like every week we're listing the new winners from an old grant. See, it takes us about 2 weeks to process all the grant applications and to choose the winners. And then you have to tell us, you have to see that you win, because we only hold it for 60 days, and then we put it in for the next month, okay? Today, I've been off for work injury for 2 months and failing behind and everything. Okay, Kenneth, what you want to do, and this is important for everybody who has trouble because of the inflation and that your money isn't going far enough, and also, and you're behind in your bills. Credit card debt is increasing because they increase the percentage they're charging you on credit card debt. So if you have credit card debt, that bill's skyrocketing, and most people can't even stay even now. So you got to deal with that right away. And you deal with that right away. I mean, you could go to findhelp.org and put in financial assistance and call some of the people there, and call more than one person. You don't call one person and get an answer and think that's the answer. No, sir. You do that, then you're losing. Because there's too many answers to a question. You got to find the one that's right for you. What is the link? Findhelp.org. My link is Let's Go Help. Let'sGoHelp.com. If you want to apply to our grants and get personal help to solve your financial problems. That we give unlimited personal help to solve financial problems. So that's findhelp. No, not. I'm an old fart. Be gentle. It's Let'sGoHelp.com. Let'sGoHelp.com. That's the home repair grant. No, the home repair grant, the best place to start is at findhelp.org, and then go to search under home repair. You'll find dozens of organizations where you live that help that. Now, Biden has new programs for home repair, okay? And they're coming two ways. One is through the IRS. They give you tax credit for anything you're doing to make your home more energy efficient, whether it's to new water heaters or solar panels or anything like that. You could write off on your taxes, okay? Now, the problem with that is, and that goes up to $7,000 or more. The problem with that is that you have to pay taxes. If you don't have taxes to pay, that doesn't matter. But again, it could be over more than 1 year. So you could have get a $10,000 tax credit and only pay taxes $3,000 a year. So then you have $4,000 left for next year to write off. And then the next year, you could keep writing them off on future taxes. I never paid them. Oh, if you never paid those debts off, popcorn or popping, then you got to get to a financial counselor fast. Anybody who has trouble with their debts and bills and things like that, get help fast from a free financial counselor. And you could get free financial counselor. We have a lady on our staff that helps for free, and you could see when she's on live. She every couple days, a week, she's live to answer your questions and tell you what to do, because she's an expert on this. But you could get local experts for free by going to hud.gov/counseling. Boy, if my mind drifts a little bit, it takes me a while to reel it back in. What the hell was I talking about? So that's hud.gov/counseling, okay? Debt counseling. You don't want to go to a debt counseling company. They're going to make money out of you. Maybe if you do after you talk to all the free stuff, but don't go there because they have to make money off you. I want to show you how to do this for free, okay? And that's by going to hud.gov/counseling, hud.gov/counseling, or go to findhelp.org and put in debt and find out other free counselors where you live. Or the other thing is us at letsgo.com. We answer all your questions. You can ask us 100 questions a day if you like, and we have members who help you for free to explain how they use these free things and how they get money. So you don't have me, some clown who's been doing this for 50 years and can't relate to you just starting. These are people who just last year or so found out about this stuff and they're excited. So I want you to hear from them because they could relate to you better than I can. And they're all people that are loving people, that all we want to do is help you. I've never heard one bad peep from any, and we've been having hundreds of hours of this that we've been giving people of free help like this, and nobody has ever complained about these people. I never listen to anything they do. They know that all they have to do is open their heart and try to help you as much as they can, and that's all they do. And that's all I ask for them is just to be kind. I don't care what they say, how they do it, because everybody has different skills and different ways to handle problems. And you have to give your best by doing what's natural to you. And that's what they do. And that's why I love them so much, because they help you so much. And that's what it's all about. And all I want to do, man, It sounds stupid and goofy. I almost made a word there. Stoopy. Stupid and goofy is grow my heart. And helping other people is the best way to do that. And kindness is the best way to do that. And I'm going to do that until I'm broke or dead. How do you get a car repair grant? You got to apply, Jerry. Now, there's people locally that may have car repair grants, and you can start looking for them by going to findhelp.org and put in car repair. And then our grant, you have to sign up for and be a member, and it's $20 a month. You can come and go as much as you like, don't worry. And you could apply there. And that the deadline is tomorrow night. And then it takes about 2 weeks to process, and we announce the winners, and you can see the winners to all the past grants. I mean, we publish all this stuff. We're open source, and that's what it's about. Tula. Yo, Tula. That's another giver. And that's why lovely Tula is one of the people that are members and help people as a volunteer to help you get through this process if you're having problems. And that's what, because they just found out about this stuff. Tula educated me on how she was able to get $40,000 forgiven in her taxes. And there was a person on the open source. I don't have $50 to start. No, it's only $20. And if you don't have $20 to start and you want to apply for car grants, then you could go to findhelp.org and look for nonprofit organizations where you live. But back to a member. One of our members just announced on our live chat for members earlier today that she got $2 million for her nonprofit organization. On the stuff we told her. I mean, that's astounding to me. But she did it, man. Good for her. And it's all about, it's not me. It's not Tula or anybody else that's doing this. We're just intermediaries. And the government is doing it. This is your country that has all this stuff. So you have to thank America, not thank us. It's just America fell down on letting people know that it has it. So that's why Tula and me and the other people, it's what we're trying to do is make sure as many people in this country know about these things, why America is great. And it is. I mean, it's hard to find another. Well, there's certainly better countries for different things, but it's hard, I know, for a crazy asshole like me to walk around in a lot of other countries. Here they put up with it. Other countries, I walk like that, and they just pretend they don't see me. They don't know what to do. Here, that's a lot, too, particularly in higher income zip codes. They don't know what the hell to say. And it's fun to make them a little uncomfortable. How do you get SSI for disabled from the government? Well, you apply. And right now, I just did a thing yesterday, I think. They're giving more money to SSI, and they're making it easier to apply, okay? You apply. Now, for help for applying, you call your elected official if you have any problems with that, and you go to commoncause.org, and you call your 2 senators' office and your 1 representative, that's a congressman, and you ask them for help. Plus, you could get free help by going to findhelp.org, and put in your zip code. Then you put in government or application, 1 or 2 of those words, and you'll see organizations that help you with government applications. Man, this is free. Don't go to Google and look for a government grant writer. No, man. You don't, unless you have money to throw away and you're lazy or whatever. You have money, but if you don't have money, man, stay away from them. You're just gonna, just cost you money that you'll lose and never get back, and you may or may not get the grant anyway. Yeah, these suckers want to be scammed. Away go. What is that? That's really great. She should be proud of herself. She got on the bank. That is. Do you happen to know anything about Finnish tax legislation? I don't know anything about Finland, I'm sorry. When I grow up, I want to be you. Well, that's awfully nice. I want to be me when I grow up, too. I feel like I got about 10, 15 years there. I am customer service. Let's see. Meanwhile, how do you get SSI disabled? Okay, yeah. So you apply, and when that doesn't work, then you bitch. You have to complain if you don't get it. Okay, and that's what you have to do. You have to complain, and you write an appeal letter, and the government will help you do that. We have our the names fall out of my head. But we have our navigators help you with that too. But the thing, the applications, okay? You go to findhelp.org and put government applications, and Find Help people help you with the applications, okay? Me and Les in working yet. Hi, Fred. I don't know what's all that, Fred. Nobody leaves. Okay. That's okay, Fred. Ed, Fed. Have a good time. You're a bad person. Thank you, Charity. Don't hate us, hate the game. Yeah, okay. I don't care. You're loud. Fred needs help. Yes, I know. Seriously, let's go. In the 1099's real. And if you do, and so how do you get your users using it correctly for financial benefit? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Pen. I mean, the 1099, it comes from the employer. So if you want to get an answer to that, you call the IRS. I call them all the time to get the help. I don't want to call some accountant that's going to charge me $300 to give me an answer that the government has. You may have to wait on hold for 20 minutes, but what the hell? It's free. You want to spend a couple $100? Do it. Look, your book, I bought in '89 and got almost 10. How much was that? Oh, what did you get? $100,000 from Uncle Sam. Wow. Grateful Dead Griffin. Wow, Griffin, send me an email. Okay. Let's go free radio at gmail.com. Love to know more about what you got. So we can educate other people that this stuff is really, how many people could really believe a person dressed like Bozo the Clown? How old are you? You're the age when a man and a woman start to look the same. Well, it depends on your gender identification, I guess. I'm 81, just as 81 a couple days ago. Okay, you're right. High Vibes, I went to the site. Says 49, that's not me. You went to another site. I don't know who the hell you got. Because a lot of people impersonating me and trying to get money from people. No, I'm leskohelp.com. LESKOHELP.com. That's me. Hater. Yeah, lots of haters out there, Charity. I've run into my whole life. Where are some places to look for startup grants? Yes, okay, look for startup grants. You don't look for grants. If you want to start money to start a business, you look for help. Okay, Al? And to find free help to start a business to help you find all the grants. Because most of them are local, and you have to find local people that are free mentors where you live that help you find the stuff that you need to start a business. And you do that by going to sba.gov/local-assistance. Go there, put in your zip code, and start calling them. Make an appointment with 3, 4, 5 of those organizations and see how they might be able to help you. Another good way is go to Meetup, MEETUP.com, and look for small business or startup and stuff like that. You'll find free groups that help other people for free find money and help to start a business. Grandpa, can I oil you up? I don't know what the hell that is. Fred, are you another hater, right? So sba.gov/local-assistance. Okay, that's what you want to do. Okay, and the other thing, okay, so now we're talking about home repair. Okay, there's another big grant that's coming for home repair, and here's where you want to go to find out about it. The law was passed about a year and a half ago. The money is slowly getting down to your level where they're going to give you grants and in the form of a rebate when you buy new appliances for your home. Okay, you could be a renter or an owner, doesn't matter. Okay, and you go to energy.gov /save, S-A-V-E, /rebates, R-E-B-A-T-E-S. So there's as much as $14,000 grant for you to improve your house with new appliances and weatherization and stuff like that. And new to go Philippines and live. Well, maybe there's some way to do that. It has to be creative. This is to do stuff in America. But we do have programs to do that. State Department has programs for people who want to travel and things like that. So, okay, for the energy, that's going to be starting soon. So you want to get in line. I'm sure it'll be in place before the election because it's something Biden started a year and a half ago, and the bureaucracy didn't catch up to them yet. And so you want to go to energy.gov/save/rebates, okay? And don't forget, you want to apply to our grant. The deadline is tomorrow night for car repair grants, okay? And that's letsgohelp.com. Letsgohelp.com. That's our car repair grant deadline is tomorrow night at midnight. But we'll have another one next month, so don't worry too much. And then we have one on the 20th for rent repair, rent grant to help you pay rent. And that deadline is on midnight on the 20th. Then my wife stole my credit cards, went back. Yeah, I think I seen you around, Swisher. What do about that? They said, Silva. Oh, first thing you want to do, Richard, is get your debt and bills straightened out, and that's make an appointment with a financial counselor. And you go to hud.gov/counseling. Make an appointment and talk to 2 or 3. Just don't talk to one, because they'll tell you something maybe wrong. So you got to talk to 2 or 3 and get a pattern in there so you know what really is available to you. Okay, hud.gov/counseling. Okay, and that's what you do. If you need free legal help for that, you go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, and then you'll see a tab there for legal and all the free legal help that's there. Okay, so don't go spending money when you have none. Because that just makes you worser. Okay, let me finish the rain, walking in the rain and getting over to the gym. So I try to lift some sissy weights and stretch, and yeah, that seems to do more for me than anything else that I do. It's like walking, but I love walking. It keeps me moving. Got to keep moving, or it freezes up on you. Okay. Well, thank you all for being so kind and gentle, and all you wonderful people that are Let's Go Help navigators. Thank you so much for loving all these people and giving your best. Like I say, it's amazing. I've never been involved with anything that has 0 complaints. 0. You guys have 0 complaints. And that's why I don't worry about what you do. The people will tell me if you're just there to help people. So if you're helping them, then you're doing well. That's all I care. And you have to do it your way, not my way, because your way is the best for you. I mean, to me, I think it's stupid to tell somebody else how to live in life when we don't even know how to live our own life. And what you have to do is find out what's best for you and follow that. And that's hard to do because we all not sure what to do, so we take advice. It doesn't work either. So then you have to start listening deep into your heart, and that's what happened to me. First, everything I was doing wasn't working, and then I started looking inside, not outside, for answers. And that's when things really started changing. So thank you again for everything, everybody. Because of you, you've made my life just the happiest thing I've ever thought it could be. And Ed, Fed. I thought you were a troublemaker. See what I know. Yoga and a good stretch, yeah, all that stuff, man. It's the body. Keep score too. Tula, 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 tula. Thank you so much.